back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing something I haven't done in a while, and that is a skinny on video. I always get so many requests to do skinny on so many different types of food products, and today I decided to kind of review and give you guys the scoop on granola bars. It can be tough to find a snack that is not only healthy but also very filling and satisfying. Bars definitely are a great snack to reach for when you're in a pinch and need something to fill you up, but they are not all created equal. And in today's video, I want to specifically focus on granola bars because I know that that's something that's super popular. They've been around for a while. So granola bars in general are pretty popular. There are definitely a lot of different brands, but some of the more popular ones would be like Nature Valley, the chewy, like Quaker Oat chewy bars. Kind bars also have a bunch of granola bars now. There are many different brands and types, but they're all pretty similar as far as their nutritional makeup. And just kind of overall, to be honest, granola bars really are not that great of snacks. I know it's something that's viewed as something that's healthy, but they're really not all that great for you, and they're also not something that's going to fill you up very much. The main nutrition problem with granola bars is they tend to be high in sugar and low in protein. So since the sugar to protein ratio is way out of whack and there's way more sugar than there is protein, pretty much all of the carbohydrates and sugar in that bar are going to break down really quickly in your system, and they're going to get absorbed very fast, and you're basically going to get this flood of sugar into your bloodstream. So you're going to get a spike in blood sugar, and whenever there's a huge spike in blood sugar, there's always going to be a big reaction and therefore a big dip in blood sugar. And when that dip happens a little while after you eat that bar, you're going to feel even more snacky and unsatisfied and like you want to eat something else. Even though you're not necessarily hungry, your body is telling you that you need to consume something and bring something in because your blood sugar is low. So that is something you want to avoid all the time. You want to try and keep your blood sugar as stable as possible so that you feel great and in control and satisfied with what you're eating. And granola bars definitely are not the best choice if you're trying to achieve that. So for example, the Nature Valley Oats and Honey Bar is super recognizable. It's very popular. It's the one that comes in the green wrapper. That has 11 grams of sugar, which isn't an absurd amount of sugar, but it's also still not great, and then 3 grams of protein. So that bar really doesn't have a whole lot to it. It's just going to break down pretty quickly and screw with your blood sugar, so not a great option. Another one that's super popular are the Quaker Oats, the chewy bars. They've been around forever. They're like, if you grew up in the 90s, you definitely ate chewy bars as a kid. They have 7 grams of sugar and 1 gram of protein. So a little less of each, but those bars are also smaller. So again, similar type ratio, way more sugar than there is protein. It's not going to keep you full, it's not going to really satisfy you. If anything, it's just going to make you hungrier a little later on. Another one I looked up was the Kind bars. They do now have like granola bars. They come in like bigger squares. And the Kind Oats and Honey granola bar has 6 grams of sugar and 2 grams of protein. So in comparison to the other two, that's slightly better, but again, it's the same thing. It's still high in sugar and pretty low in protein, so not really going to stick with you very long. So looking at the sugar to protein ratio is definitely one of the most important things to look for when you're analyzing different granola bars. Now, unless it is like a protein granola bar with like protein added, I believe Nature Valley has one of those, you're probably never going to find a granola bar that is equal in protein and sugar. It's never going to happen. Granola is all carbohydrates. They just sweeten it and add a little bit of fat to bind it all together. So you're never going to find a very balanced granola bar. They're really just not very good snack options in general. And then the other thing you want to focus on when you're looking at granola bars, or really any food product in general, is you always want to take a quick scan of the ingredient list. Some of the labels I looked at, their ingredient lists really weren't so bad. The ingredients were pretty wholesome. There weren't a ton of additives and things that were difficult to pronounce. But then on the other hand, some of the bars had extremely long ingredient lists with a bunch of crap in them. So definitely always just keep an eye out. Obviously, the shorter the list and the more pronounceable the ingredients, the better the product is. When I was looking through some granola bar labels, I noticed that the chewy bars had a ton of ingredients and lots of additives, as well as those Nature Valley granola protein bars. The other Nature Valley bars, just the regular old granola with the 2 bars that come in the package, were a lot better as far as ingredients goes. But remember, they're super sugary and don't have much protein, so they're still not a great snack option. So all in all, granola bars really honestly just aren't really worth your time. There are so many other snack options out there, even when it comes to bars, that are just by far so much better. So I would say they're not necessarily worth your time, money, or calories. But that being said, if it's something you can't part with, look for some that has some protein added, so at least it's going to be a balanced and filling snack. That's all I have for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what other types of things you would like to see the Skinny on in the future. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you never miss any of my upcoming videos, and give this video a thumbs up if you learned something or if you just like these videos in general. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye! Full videos